Welcome to Team Flow Solutions. We are a team of hospitality veterans who recognized a need to make the flow of paperwork for approvals and reports a little less complicated, time-consuming, and just all around frustrating. So we developed a way to digitize document flow, saving your time for what matters. Traditionally, document flow has always been a lengthy, outdated process. Properties would send out hard physical copies of forms or reports, and it would have to go through the physical review of each department or approver. This meant that comments, explanations, and approvals were done manually. This back and forth and physical transport of documentation usually resulted in lost time and even lost documents. After reviews, approvals were obtained following CSA requirements and then were filed. At any point in the future, if a document was needed for backup or verification, it would require being physically searched and recalled from the property storage and archives. It was an all-around inefficient way of processing approvals. With TeamFlow Solutions, our application is simple. The step-by-step process is straightforward and user-friendly. Our first version saw the use of the application via Excel sheets. Reports were downloaded via Opera through the report scheduler as text and PDF. The digital form would pick up the text data directly from Opera without the ability for manual input, therefore not allowing any changes to or deletion of data once a report date had been entered. The digital form would then automatically add a link to the Opera PDF file once submitted for approval processing. Reports were sent for approval processing as per CSA requirements. Once approval processing was complete, the system would add an approval log with signatures to the digital form. An interactive dashboard was automatically updated with final statuses following the addition of the approval log. For comparison, we will first show a sample of the initial TeamFlow solution application using out-of-service, out-of-order rooms, followed by a sample of our new 100% web-based revamped TeamFlow solution application. So by simply opening Opera, we would click on Miscellaneous at the top right. Then from the menu on the left here, we would select Report Scheduler and select Out of Order by Reason. Reports were downloaded via Opera through the report schedule as text and PDF. We would then go to the Excel forms from the TeamFlow Solutions application and insert the date up at the top right. Once the report date had been entered, the digital form would pick up the text data directly from Opera. This not only made it easy to transfer the data quickly, but also didn't allow any manual input, so there weren't any changes or discrepancies possible from this point on. Once you would click Submit for Approval up at the top left, the form would then automatically add a link to the Opera PDF file here up at the top. This is what the final report being sent out would look like, with all the data transferred over. Reports were sent for approval processing as per CSA requirements. If the link in the approval notice was clicked on, such as here, the PDF Opera report would open. When opening the workflow request, the reviewer would then be able to approve or reject a submission. Once approval processing was complete, the system would add an approval log with signatures to the digital form. An interactive dashboard such as this one was automatically updated with final statuses following the addition of the approval log. So that was the first version of the TeamFlow Solutions application. Now let's take a look at what's new with the updated version. During our trial period, we noted common requests to be able to attach original documentation. This feature is now included in our upgraded version with an easy drag and drop feature. This is made possible by our newest version being 100% cloud-based. This means we completely eliminate the dependency of requiring Microsoft on-property gateways, removing the need to access local hotel servers entirely. This also means the complete elimination of setup and installation on local property servers. With various properties using different versions of Microsoft Office, the use of Excel became a complication. The new 100% web-based user-friendly application replaces the use of Excel sheets and can be generated 24/7 to process approvals. It's also a responsive application, which means it allows access and use on multiple devices, mobile and otherwise. The new version also allows seamless file tracing and tracking with SQL databasing rather than Excel. A secure virtual server ensures 100% security for documents moving into and being stored into the cloud. So what's needed to kickstart using the application? Now, the only requirement for installation and use of the new and improved TeamFlow Solutions web-based application is a simple generic email on the same domain in order to securely send forms and reports through Microsoft Workflow approvals. So let's see what the new and improved 100% web-based TeamFlow Solutions application looks like in action. We'll go ahead and create the same out-of-service, out-of-order rooms report that we created before, but using the new version of TeamFlow Solutions. So once you're logged into the web-based application, we're just going to go ahead and select the report date from the drop-down calendar here. And then we're going to enter the property ID up at the top right. Then we just need to enter the data. So we'll go to the text data that was downloaded from Opera, select all, and copy. And then back into the web-based application up at the top, click on Opera, and just in the first entry box, we're going to go ahead and paste the text data that we copied from the report. Then you can go ahead and click on Report to see the layout. If there are any attachments that you'd like to add onto the report, simply scroll down to the bottom, and then you can drag and drop your PDF files into the drop box below. And now, the out-of-order, out-of-service report is ready to be submitted. By clicking the Submit button at the bottom of the report, it automatically is ready and goes around for submission and approvals as per CSA requirements. So that was the simple flow of the new TeamFlow Solutions web-based application. As you can see, it's easy, simple, seamless, and saves your time. For more information, please reach out to us. Go ahead and email us at info@teamflowsolutions.com, give us a call, or connect with us through any of our social media channels.